Hey, Jan. Just getting this tablet up so I can see everybody's comments. Okay, I think I got it up and running. Ooh, it has been a couple of days, girl. But I'm glad I'm in the craft room. So glad I'm in the craft room. Oh, I had I didn't even post it in Thread and Glue. Would you mind posting it there? I don't have to get out of StreamYard to do it on my phone. Thank you so much. Ooh, I'm spilling them. This is how our beads turned out. I hope they're showing very good. At least I'm almost in the center, or close to it anyway. There we go. They turned out really good to be wood beads. The one thing that I had problems with them is that when I put the top coat on them, they tried to stick to the toothpicks. I even had to throw one away because the toothpick got stuck inside it and I couldn't get it out. So I'm not sure what the remedy for that is, but there they are. Yeah, maybe Vaseline. I thought about that. I thought, well, that could possibly work. I haven't attempted to take the ones that are glitterified off yet. I was debating on whether I was going to do another coat of the triple thick on them or not. So they're still sitting here on their toothpicks. I don't know that another coat would do anything for them, really. Anything more for them. So that's where that's at. I was just going to show you um, what my papers turned out like from our last live that we did. These are the time cards, and it has just a faint gear on the front of that one. It turned out really cool, and they're very metallic. I don't know that it picks that up on the screen, but see, there's a gear on the back of this one too. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think I'm just picking up the metallic. And there's this one. There's no gear on it. Just you can see faintly the time card under this one, so I kind of like that. This one you can really see the time card. It is just mostly gold. And I'm not so sure I'm crazy about it, but that's it. This one I liked. You can still see lines of the time card a little bit, but I like the coloring of it. This one, I used that little red cap that had those holes in it and punched all over it before I pulled it. And so it does have that impression on both front and back. So it kind of looks like almost those round stamps that the post office uses. Kind of looks like that. This one I did when I had the blue and the purple out. It picked up just a little bit of that. I am not crazy about this one. I will probably use this for like collaging or something because I'm not crazy about it. These are the envelopes here. This one's my least favorite, just because it doesn't really, and it's trying to stick on me. It doesn't really have much going for it. It could be a good background though. It's got a little bit of the gear right there. This one I thought turned out really nice. It has a couple of gears on there. Some great metallics, front and back, and inside. I think I may have glued it shut though. Yep, I glued it shut. Ah! Well, what good is that? You glue it shut. There we go. So the inside has some too, but then there's this one, and I like it. It has a lot of that gold showing. It's just kind of grungy. Thanks, girl. This one I use the plastic stuff, you know, the bubble stuff, in mostly gold. And I like the texture it gave it. Kind of cool. So now we're getting into this is a book page that I did that I just laid open and did. And it has the gears on it. And you still see the words through it. And it has a little bit of coloring on the back, but mostly the words. So I like that. This is the book page. And you can barely see the words through it, but they're there. This side you can see them more. I like it. I like the way it made the paper feel. Feels really interesting. This one again is a book page, but it's much darker and it's a lot harder to see. This side you can see the words, and I like the way that the crease did, where it didn't get any color in the creases. So that one turned out kind of neat. Now this is that waxy kind of butcher paper that I bought at the yard sale. And I'm not crazy about this one, but you can see the gears on it if you hold it so light right. So I don't know if I'll use that one or not, but it's there. Then there's this one. And I like the colors in this one. You can really see the metallics and colors on this other side, this waxier looking side. It may not have been, yeah, it's very waxy, so it's got to be the waxy side. But it really picked up those colors pretty good. Then there's one more page of that stuff, and that's this one. And it's just really kind of a grungy mess. It had the gears here, but you really can't see them like defined. They kind of merged out, which is okay. It's kind of interesting. I don't know, but now we're getting into regular paper, or well, regular paper and the graph paper and the ledger, and then those construction invoices. They're all mixed in this set. I really liked this one. I loved the color and the striations that it gave. I thought it turned out really good. This one I liked. It had a lot of that blue in it, and it really pulled in the right places for me. I really liked it. I think that'll be a really nice page. See how pretty that will be. And then this side has a lot that can be done with it still, but it will be easy to work with. This is the ledger paper. I did not do color on both sides, just on one, but it has a lot of the blue and the purple in it. And I think it could be something useful. Got glitter in it too. You know, I love some glitter. This one I really liked. This is graph paper, but it's just more of the coppery and gold effect. And where the gold's at, you can see all of the lines of it. And then the coppery kind of went down the middle. So when you fold it in half, you'll get that on both sides. I really liked that. This one has some really nice grunginess to it and still showing that metallic really well. And this side of it almost has a really muted look to it. I want to say gray, but I know it's probably not gray. But it's so pretty. It's going to be really nice in the book. I love this one where the gear turned out in it. That's going to be so cool for a page. Because when you fold it over, it's going to be the entire page. It's going to be gears. That's going to be awesome. Then this side was just kind of roll off stuff, but I don't know. I figure it's kind of a decent background. You can use it for something. Here's where I use that little red cap again. Not as fond of this page. I just didn't really care for the coloring as much. And so that one's not one of my favorites. Then this one is that ledger paper again. This is the back of it. And this is the front side. And I love that it kept these lines in it. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. I may have to go back and do jelly printing on the back sides of some of these because I'm not real crazy about the way they're doing. This one's graph paper with the gears. And so when you fold it in half, you'll get gears on one side and a partial gear on the other side. And the back side of it has gears, and it's a lot of the white showing. So I don't know if I'll leave that or I'll go back over it. I'm not sure. This is one of those contractor invoices, and it has mostly the gold. You can see it stuck together with another paper, but I think it's kind of grungy and good like that. So I'm probably going to leave that one. This one is really unusual for me to like, but I do like it. It has all these different sections of color that it's really working off of. And then the other side of it here is mostly gold with some grunginess in it. And then there's that stencil in the background some that you can see peeking out. And I like that. Another piece of that contractor's paper. And it's just a really light print on it. Hey, Bevy, what's up, girl? This is another one of that contractor's paper. This is the yellow piece from it. And again, just mostly gold, and you can see everything through it really well. So I like that. This is graph paper, and I don't really like this one, so I probably won't use it. I might use it for like beads or something. I don't know. This one, I really like the color of it. I like the grungy goodness. This is that piece of that scribble paper on that pad that I tried, and it turned out really good. It's a bigger piece of paper. This side, I didn't do anything on, but just kind of roller on it. And I'm going to have to stop doing that because I don't like the way it turns out. But I do really like this side. So I'll have to do something with that side, get it usable. This one was so fun how it turned out. Look at that. It just left a lot of the graph paper showing, but it has colors and striations throughout it. I really like this one. The back, I did nothing with, so I will have to do something with that if I want to use it. This one has the gears on half the page, and then the back, I really need to work on. So I guess I'll be jelly printing again before I use these because a lot of these need the backs done. But not bad, not bad. This one, it just kind of looks like a little bit of a hot mess all in the background. I don't know what I was doing, but I got the gears in it. And this side is okay. I did actually get both sides on that one. This one has beautiful coloring. I definitely need to work on my technique some. Watch some more videos, I think. This one is just a big blob of color, I think. It wasn't supposed to be, but that's kind of how it turned out. So I may go back and put some other colors on top of that now that it's dry. This is that ledger paper, and it just has a lot of gold. It would be a pretty background. I think I could use that as a background. I did both sides. This one is kind of funky, but I like it. I like the colors on it. I'm not crazy about this side, but then there's this one. A lot of the gold. I like the coloring on this one. I like that it kind of pulls out some of those other colors in there that show. And this side is like Mega Glitter Town. I don't know if it's even showing that on the screen, but there's so much glitter. It's so vibrant. This one I probably won't even use for the book because I'm not crazy about it at all. This one's pretty nice and dark and metallic. And I do like the striations going across in this part, so that could be used. This one's kind of a hot mess. It's not much I can say about it except it's a hot mess. And this one was really good, but it got stuck together with something else. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little spot. But I love the coloring and stuff that it did. So that's all of my jelly printing. And Jen, you had asked me about that smooshing technique. And these are the papers that I did that smooshing technique with. And I just didn't have a lot of luck with it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not looking real grungy or fun or nothing like that. It's just there. But that's one. This one didn't even spread out or disperse even with all the water I put on it. I don't know what happened to that. Get that one. That one. I'm using that warm lipstick. I think is what that one was. This one's prettier. It's got some of that silvery stuff through it. I really like that. Not much to tell about this one. It looks like where the shimmer is like a little body of a person. It's kind of weird. And then there's this one. It has a nice shimmer throughout it. But they just really don't do anything for me. So I don't know what I did wrong. You'll have to tell me, Jen. They need some work. I did get a couple of packages in today, and I thought we would open them on screen together. Oh, and Bevy, these Tim Holtz left-handed scissors, I am starting to really like them. I used them to cut out all my stuff this time, and they are really nice and sharp, and they cut really good. So I am learning to like them. I think I just had to get used to doing it left-handed again. Oh, yeah, this one is magical. I got the Autumn Leaves collection, and it has Autumn Maple Crimson, Tibetan Poppy Teal, Cattail Copper Brown. I love that color. Oh, you do run your fingers through it? Oh, okay. I'll try that. This one is Ponderosa Pine Olive and Red Hot Poker Orange. I thought those sounded just scrumptious. I have never used Magical, so I'm going to have to watch some videos on using it, but I keep seeing Zena use it, and they just look so fun, so I had to have some. Then we have a box. I'm going to just get my knife out for this. And again, this is another purchase because of Zena. This is all embossing stuff. I didn't have anything to emboss with. Yes, Proverbs posted. I've got to go in and update all the description, but it's there. Okay. Oh, I did order that. See, I knew I ordered that. Well, this was an idea. I'll go over that with you in a minute. In a minute. Embossing. So I got an embossing stamper. She's out shopping, of course. Of course. And then I got all of these embossing colors. Let's open it up and see what I picked because I don't even remember. It's been a little while since I ordered it. Ah, why do they tie in knots? Nobody likes a knot. Oh, I'm gonna open it with scissors. Knots are too much trouble. Okay. I had to have a lot of colors, right? Copper tinsel. That's gonna be so pretty. This one is opaque rose. Can't wait to see what that one looks like. I bought these from a site called Create for Less. I don't even know how I got to that site, but I ended up on it and bought all these things. This one is metallic silver. And this one is Where does it say? Jeweled gold. So it's got lots of little glitter sparkles in this one. This one is called Hammered. Well, that's pretty cool. Love that color. Wow, I hope y'all can see some of that in there. This one is Opaque Purple. This one is Distress Embossing Glaze in Vintage Photo. That ought to be pretty. And one last one, it is Silver Tinsel. So it's silver, but it's like a darker silver. It's got a lot of glitter in it. So those ought to be fun. I'm looking forward to playing with those. We may play with them some today. Depends on how long it takes us on our other project. I don't know where to put them. I'm going to stick them in the drawer for now until I decide. Okay. So I have been working on the steampunk journal some. I did get the laces put in for the corset spine. And I did decide on where I wanted all of the pieces and glued them down. I added a chain around the outer edge. And I added this little piece here. This piece here, am I upside down to you guys? I'm so sorry. Let me flip y'all around. Sorry if you get a little dizzy. That should be more like it. No, that way. Don't get dizzy. Okay. I know, right? You never know. Yeah, I didn't know I was upside down till just then. So everything is glued down, all nice and pretty. So far, that's what it looks on the inside. And here's one of the dilemmas that I had, is because these leather straps, I wanted to keep the length on them because I like them dangling down. But when you tie these in a knot, they come undone really easily. So I've looked for clamps that would work, and I have not found any that were big enough to accommodate both sides of the leather strand. So I thought we would try in this video some wire, some beading wire, and see if we could wire up those ends. So let me grab that and we'll get started on that. What color is, oh, that's tiger tail? No, I had tiger tail. Okay. Silver. Look a little bit more properly. Okay. What color is this? Can you tell? No, it ain't straight. Oh my gosh, my phone went loose. All floppy on you. Sorry. Let me tighten that up. Golly. Okay, maybe it'll hold there. Is that straight again? I'll try to center you back in the screen. I don't know if I'm going the right direction with it, but now I think I'm going off the screen. So now I need to go this way. Okay, I think that's about centered. Hopefully we're close to straight. Oh man. So I have these two colors of wires, and I'm thinking this one that is supposed to be like an antique gold may be the best one. because it looks like it would be a better color for this. What do you think? Can you see the two colors? Which one do you think we should use? You be deciding, and I'm going to grab my pliers. Hey, Zena. I don't know. You're always shopping. I can't help it. Jen, are you sure? Let me take the plastic off, and we'll make certain that's the one we want. I got these on a like some kind of eBay. Y'all, I'm so mad right now about eBay. Oh, because I just know what happened to Lori is going to end up happening to me because I ordered a box of 32 Artesian metallic paint, and UPS says that it was delivered. Now, they said they dropped it off on my porch. There was nothing put on my porch. I was here all week. Nothing was on my porch that I could find. So, um, I'm really not happy about it because I'm afraid what's going to happen. See, I messaged the eBay seller. They haven't responded. They have so many days to respond before I can escalate it to eBay. But I feel like what's going to happen is what happened to Lori, and they're going to show the UPS saying they delivered it, and they're not going to want to give me my money back. But I never received it. I told them in there I didn't want my money back. I wanted the product. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see about that. Okay, wire. These are the two wires. I'm going to hold them up close so you can see. I think I'm on the right end. And which one would be closest? Look the best. I'm really leaning on that gold one because it's more of an aged gold. It shows shinier on the picture than it actually is. You still say the darker one? Are you sure? Darker one looks red to me. You guys, I don't know what happened. Are you there? Can you see me now? Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. It just like said something went wrong. So now that I've got the wires open, back to these wires. Which one do you say? Because the dark one looks almost red to me. No, it wasn't your phone. I don't know what happened. It just said StreamYard had an error. Blend. These strings, the leather strings, Zena, that hang down, I need a way to keep them put where they belong. And I've tried to find clamps or cramps that were big enough, but they don't have them big enough to fit these two of the leather straps together. So I was thinking of, wrapping with wire, with beading wire on that to hold them together. Is there 2 sets of 2? I don't know. I have a thing about that antique gold, though, I think. Okay. We're going to use the antique gold. The other one looks so red to me. It maybe not be red, but to me it's red. This wire is very fine. It is so fine. I mean, it is little tiny wire. See? I mean, you may not even be able to see it when it's off because it's so fine. I mean, it's like a little bitty string. Teeny tiny. Okay, we're going to blend. So, how are we going to start this? I guess we're going to pull them together and twist it to start with. Right where we want them to start. Twist both wires at the same time? That's an interesting thought. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to try it. Let me undo this again. See what happens, though? When you open it, it just all starts falling off, coming off. That's a mess. This is some of the worst beading wire I have ever seen. Do not buy it. I got it on eBay. Do not buy. I'm waiting on some crimps to come in that I ordered for jewelry because I want to try and make a necklace. And I have, the little medallion thing that I wanted. I've got it, not medallion, the cross that I got. I want to make a necklace out of that because I just love it so much. I think it's so pretty. Oh my, I can't even get a hold of it. There. Oh Lordy, I have twisted that wire up somehow. Oh man, that wire don't get along. Look at that mess. This is a mess. You bought more beads? Of course you did. Of course you did. Goofy girl. You're always buying more. Okay, I'm going to hold that there, and I'm just going to twist. I think I can just twist, right? Ah, don't let go of it with the pliers. Well, it's too fine a wire. It comes right out. You do have an addiction. You have a problem. You need some good storage. Why don't you go to Harbor Freight and get that thing I got? It holds so much stuff, and it was only like $14.99. It's really handy because you can have them all in one place, and then you can just pull out the color section that you want to work with. I am probably doing this the hardest way possible. Oh, well, I was just next to a Harbor Freight store. It's right next to the Goodwill. Well, you need to go to Harbor Freight. It's back in their toolboxes collection, and it has the top part of it has a place for all of your tools and wires, and then you have like 5 compartments on the inside, and it has a door that closes on the inside, a clear door. It's so worth it. I wish I'd had it all along. I may have to get me a second one. I think I have a problem too, Zena. I already have my next order ready. We don't have a good Hobby Lobby here. Our Hobby Lobby never has sales like you hit. I have never seen a good sale like that, ever. Like where they have the red tags and stuff on them. No, ours doesn't do that. Ours is like, you're going to pay the full price or you're going to get the sale price, but not a clearance price. I kind of like the way this is looking twisted together. What are y'all doing today? Well, besides Zena, she's shopping. Debbie, what are you doing? Where did she go? I think she left. I'm probably boring people, but this is not even the main attraction of what I wanted to do. But I figured, we'll just play and come up with something. I really wanted crimps for this because I wanted the industrial look of the metal. But the only thing close were these like hog things, but they were silver, and I didn't want silver. And I don't have the patina in like a rusty way. Oh, girl, I heard you were fighting with that printer. You need a new one. You need to get one of these Epson ones. I used to fight my printer all the time too, but not anymore. You were die cutting medallion? Oh my goodness, girl. When are you going to post those? Because I was going to get some from you. I want those frames too, though. I like those frames. Is there a better way for me to twist this, you guys, or am I doing the way? What did it say? Medallions? Yeah, I just took it as medallions anyway, girl. There should be a way of like holding it in and just keep twisting the whole thing. That should be the easy way, but I can't get it to hold with the pliers. I had bought this charm to be like my centerpiece. However, the charm is too small. I think that's too small for right there. So I actually thought I didn't order it, that I had thought I ordered it and I really didn't. So I went ahead and ordered these eyes, these dragon eyes, like the middle of that one, but that one's small. This one's a lot bigger. And I got some air dry clay, and I think we're going to play with that and see if we can make something similar but a little bit different. So it's big enough for that spot. Why I think I can do something with clay, I don't know. I've never done anything with clay, but there's a first time for everything. So if you hear the weed eater, my husband is right outside my room weed eating our yard. Why he had to wait until I went live, I do not know. But that's what he's doing. Tie the end of the wire to something like a clamp. Oh, yeah, we can try that on the next one because I'm almost done with this one. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, he probably hasn't even thought about making so much noise during my live. Okay, so now we've got this. Probably need to put it through the middle first. Wrap it all the way around. And keep that middle one angled up so it gets caught in the wiring. Maybe. I think that makes sense. Does that make sense to y'all? I mean, I could be doing this a very neat way, I'm sure, but I've never been known for being very neat. And I kind of like the wire to look a little messy. Now I'm folding the wire back over that we put up the center. So go back over it and catch it. Hmm. How will we end it? Have you all thought about that? I have not. What's a good way to end this? I should probably put it back between the middle and around and catch the end in there so that it's caught, maybe. But then I'll still have an end. Hmm. I just hold there. Kind of. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that looks cool, or do we need to do something different to tie them off? Can you see? You can't even see. Oh, you're home now? Oh, good. There you go. So let me pull it up to the camera for you. What do you think? Do you think we should that look okay, or do I need to do something else? Kind of cool looking, huh? And just it goes along with the steampunky thing, I think. Tuck it in itself. Let me try that with this little end. How do you tuck it in itself? Let me cut the ends even. They're not even. Yeah, it's not really tucking in very easy. Hmm. I had my little crimps here that I ordered, but they're not going to be here for another half a month. I don't know why I ordered it from there. I should have paid attention to the shipping. Well, that went inside one of the strings, but it came out the bottom. Put that in the bottom there. Okay, that is tucked in as best as it will tuck in. I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, I do kind of like the rawness of it with the steampunk stuff. Good word, Zena, good word. Now to do the other one, and we're going to try clamping it to something so we can twist it easier. See, this one didn't do that untwisting thing, but that gold is just, oh, annoying. That's probably plenty. Okay, here's our two pieces. Oh, clamp, clamp, clamp. Where are you, clamp? I just bought a whole big thing of those one clamps. I bet that would go on the edge of my desk here. Let's try that. It's got pretty big industrial kind of clamp things. Y'all won't be able to see me twisting it though if I do it that way. Oh, it's not going to fit my whole desk part. What can I clamp it to? Let's take these two ends together. Twist them just a little bit so we get them held together. I'm going to see if I can clamp it to this glass mat. Oh, ow, my fingers. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work. Yeah, we got this. Lena, I saw you were getting lots of instructions for your boho journal. Hey, hi. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling the best. A few MRIs scheduled. Oh, okay, girl. Take care and feel better, okay? I'm glad you stopped in. Oh my gosh, Zena, doing this clamp on this thing is so much easier. That is such an ingenious little thought. And I'm getting a tighter twist, so it's looking much better. Whoa. Zena, did you see I got magicals and embossing stuff? I told her she's been Miss Jen. She knows. She heard us talking about her on the replay of the other one, too. Oh, well, let me show you. I got these magicals, the Autumn Leaves collection, in Autumn Maple Crimson, Tibetan Poppy Teal, Cattail Copper Brown. You know I love that. Ponderosa Pines Olive, Red Hot Poker Orange. That's the magicals that I got. So I got to watch videos and learn how to use these things because of you. And now I have embossing stuff. I got this embossing pad and 8 colors. This one is jeweled gold and copper tinsel, opaque rose, metallic silver. It's kind of a darker looking silver. Silver tinsel, embossing glaze from Distress in vintage photo, opaque purple, and hammered. Those are going to be so fun. If we get done with everything and still have time, we're going to play with those. But I don't know if we're going to have time because I got a lot of, we got a lot to do. We may have to play with those in another video. I don't know. So, our wire. Okay, let's see. It twisted pretty good. There's a section here that didn't twist real good, so I'm going to try to twist it like this. Okay. Now for us to weave it. Put it in there first, holding it up a little bit, and then we twist it around. Let me unhook it from the clamp. Y'all know how the leather straps, that one, I couldn't get to go through the eye? It was only that one. The rest of it worked just fine. I don't know. It must have just been an off cut or something. We're getting there. We're getting it twisted around there. I need to go ahead and start pulling this one back, I think, so we get it caught in there. It looks a lot thicker on the other side. I may have to add some more wire. Yeah, because I think it is thicker on that other side. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, now just find a way to push that up in there. Can you see? I don't know why it keeps green. Trying to be mindful of that, people. Trying. I want to get those little tweezers, pliers that have the bent nose. I think those would be easier to handle. Well, my husband's in his room now. You hear the avalanche of tools. Okay. Woohoo! I like those. You guys, good job. Let me put this wire up so I get it out of the way. And we will get our clay out. I just got this air dry clay from the Dollar Tree for $1. I don't know. I figure we'll try it. No big loss if we don't do it right, right? I ordered these eyes because I wanted this eye. It was the only way to get this eye was to get it in a pack of eyes. So I'm going to be doing something with a lot of eyeballs. It's got something sticky on the back, I think. No, that's the paper. That's the actual eye printed under the glass. Let me roll these things back up. Oh, sorry for the crinkle. That sounds awful. Okay. I'm going to move this little baby aside so we don't get nothing on it. I'm going to put some freezer paper down. Wax the side up. There we go. Let me move that off. What a mess I'm making. We'll use that clamp to hold our paper down. Sort of. I don't want to hold down on both sides. Let me find another clamp. It's gonna hold down. He is going to. Thanks, Jen. Okay, here's our little eyeball. And our clay. I want to make an upper eyelid and a lower eyelid. They didn't have that on this one, but I think I would like it. So I'm going to try that first, and then we'll put the octopus legs on it, tentacles. Okay, just cut us a little piece off of here. There. Kind of feels funky. Roll it into a ball. I know polymer clay would probably be better for this, but you have to bake it, and I didn't think that the paper part of that would survive it. So that's why I'm not using polymer clay. For anyone that cares, look how nasty this gets on your hands. I got my apron on, Jen. I promise I got my apron on. Okay, let's use this handy dandy Mod Podge bottle to roll this out. Right. I'm smushing. Okay. Kind of cool looking. It's a little textury. I think that'll look fun. Let me see if I got this little thing over here that's for woodworking. I bet it's got like a little knife or something in it that'll work good for this. So I'm gonna grab it. I salvaged it from my daughter's throwaway pile. Oh yeah, there's lots of little knives in here. Let's use this one. I think we just need like a half moon kind of thing. So I'm gonna cut it down the middle. Don't like the roughed edge on the edge, so I don't know how we're gonna smooth that out. I'm just gonna work it with my fingers maybe. Okay, let's put our little eye here and let's see if we can make a little bottom eyelid. This is not a very smooth clay. The videos that I watched all had clay that was really smooth. Even the air dry clay was smooth. I don't know why this is not smooth. Am I supposed to like work it real good or something? Do y'all know? Because even where I cut it, it like doesn't get real smooth. That's a little better. Kind of looks dragon scaly though. That thing's an actual knife. That means be careful. Oh, it's getting smoother as I smush it good. Maybe you just have to manhandle it. Me neither, girl. Me neither. And why I thought I could for this project, I do not know. If my big head gets in the way, I'm sorry. I got to see to cut this. Hmm. I don't know. This may just be a really crappy kind of clay. I don't know. I do not have a clue. I like it to have a little bit of a bump right there on the edge so it shows it's the edge of the eyelid, you know? That's what I'm trying to do right now. It's going to push that back up in there so it looks like it actually is. We're going to paint this after it dries anyway. So I'm not too stressed about the look of the color and stuff because I really want it bronzed out. There we go. That's looking better. Might need to put a little bit right there because it keeps trying to crack open right there, and I don't want to crack. Oh, you're supposed to wet your finger, I remember. Oh, yeah, that smooths it out. I remember that from the video. Oh, I broke the little eyelid. Let me fix it. Dig some lines in the eyelid too. What kind of lines? You don't want too much water because it won't get right. Eyelid lines? Well, Jen. Let's see, I got one of those little dotting tools. I bet I could use it to kind of sculpt with. Where did I put that thing? It's in this roundabout somewhere. Oh, I don't want to turn today for some reason. There's a dotty thing. So, like right in here, it's not real helpful to work with. It's trying to fall apart when I do that. Dip it in water. Lord, I'm gonna be cleaning this whole eyeball off before I can ever let it finish. Keep getting this clay all over it. Okay, I'm gonna dip it in the water. See if it helps to make some little marks there. Kind of like an indentation for an eyelid. You can't rake it because it rakes out the clay. And I don't want it all the way across because an eyelid doesn't look like that. But I do believe it has those marks. I'm gonna have to stay off of that side. If I keep jacking it up. Does that look right? Do I need more than one? Because this is just the bottom eyelid. Okay, let's work with the top eyelid. I don't know. I think I may be better like this. Yeah. Ah, it's trying to crack apart. That didn't happen on their videos. Why is it cracking apart? Oh my. This is supposed to be easy, not hard. People make it look so easy. They build all kind of crazy creations. This stuff is just not being friendly. Wonder should I use a water brush to do that with instead of my finger? Maybe my finger's pulling it up. Oh yeah, that helps. Can't believe what a difference just using this little brush is making. Hmm. I know, right? I feel like I'm doing eye surgery. I think once I get these little dots in there, I can smooth it out with the paintbrush, with the water brush, and it'll look more like it's supposed to. But I'm hoping. I don't know how long it takes for that to dry. That's a good question. There we go. Now he's looking more like it's supposed to. Me in this little bottom corner, though, right here. Keep touching it with water, trying to get it to fix. And I think I'm making it worse. I better leave it alone. I need something to clean off that glass with so that don't get that, what you call it. We'll look on the package here in a second, Zena, and I'll see what it says. Oh, now he's mowing. Y'all hear it? I guess because I went live, he had to go do his thing. Oh, don't touch it with your finger, Stephanie. There we go. Okay, the package says, add water to soften or join pieces. Well, I should have read that first. Store unused clay in an airtight container. Do not store clay once water has been added. Keep finished product away from open flame. Do not put in an oven, microwave, or kiln. This product contains wheat. Somebody couldn't write a sentence. Not food. Use only under adult supervision. Well, it does not say how long it will take it to dry. Well, that sucks. Okay. Let me get my hands wet. I'm trying to roll up this clay into a tentacle. Well, I had just happened to see it the other day, and I'd been looking for air dry clay, but I hadn't had a chance to go over to Hobby Lobby or anywhere. And I just happened to see it when I was there, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I know I should get adult supervision, right? Yeah, I know. This stuff makes a huge mess, just so you know. Look at my hands. It did not do this on the videos that I watched. So this is like some funky kind of clay, but this is $1. You can't gripe much about $1, right? I better stay away from that eye. I'll be done messed it up. Don't tear up the paper. Don't tear up the paper. That's kind of a good looking size tentacle, I think. Let's chop it off. Okay, so we'll put one like right in here, and it should curve around, definitely, right? And I want the other one to kind of curve in and out it, so I'm not touching that down too hard. Okay. Maybe I'll just curve over it instead of, no, I think it needs to go under it. Oh my. This is going to be my problem area, I think. I won't be able to leave well enough alone. I kind of like that little tentacle hanging off. What do y'all think? My brush. I need to use my brush, not my finger. Ah, I'm breaking my tentacle. I don't want to break it. I'm not trying to break it. How do I put it back together? Oh man. I broke it in 3 pieces. I'm going to have to do surgery on a tentacle. Look, it tried to break here too. Let's just fix it with a patch of a little piece of clay. It needs stitches. Yes, it does. I'm going to get some real clay, I think, if I decide I like this. Kind of fun. There we go. I think I got it in there right. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I like it coming across the eye like that. That's kind of cool. It broke again. Too fragile. This clay is too fragile. Nobody else's clay did this on the videos I watched. Y'all see it broke again? In all these little places? Just wherever it bends, it keeps breaking. Any suggestions? I may have to put a repair piece on this one. Doggone it. Ah! Too fragile. It is too fragile. Are you wearing the clay before adding it or not? Yeah, I'm wearing it. Just spinning like that the way, or should I be squeezing it first? Oh no, not wetting it first. Because wetting it makes it kind of ooze and fall apart. It's supposed to be how you put it back together, but okay, here's a little patch. According to the videos I watched, the wedding is supposed to actually be how you connect them. They like glue them together. But every time I put water on this, it seems to want to fall apart. Don't wet as much. Okay. I want that little tentacle to stay together. I don't want to lose that, but it just keeps wanting to fall apart. I've got that little part of the tentacle kind of fat. I'm trying to smooth it out some so it's not so much fatter than everything else. Okay. Hello, Vanessa. There we go. We're getting it back in right shape now. Okay. I think I can live with that tentacle. Whew, that was hard, wasn't it? Just cleaning my eyeball off. Ah, and of course making a mess. There we go. That's got that eyeball cleaned off again. It just broke before I even got it to the thing this time. Hang on, guys. Sorry, my husband was trying to talk to me through the window. He was like, shh, don't tell nobody I'm here. Look, I broke it in three pieces already. Okay, we're just going to get rid of those two little pieces and try again. Do not poke my eye. I know, right? This is kind of fun, though, playing with this clay. It'd be more fun if it didn't crack and break every time I moved. So I may have to try to get some, like some sculpted clay or something like that to work with. This just broke again. Oh my gosh. The heck? Gee, Jen, will you text my husband for me? I'll tell you his phone number. I want some new clay. He's going to Walmart, I think. Here. Oh, it's just breaking so much. And I'm not putting hardly any water. Ah, okay, guys, we're gonna have to hang on for just a second and let me text my husband to get me some more clay. It's not gonna fall apart. Oh Lord, my hands ain't getting no better. Okay, hang on. I might get you a little seasick. Oh my goodness. Let me turn this over and see if you can see the eye up close, what we've got so far. See, it broke over here again, and it broke here and here. It's not even showing you. Why is it not showing you? Because I have my screen off. Okay, guys, you should be okay now. Ah, I think I closed it out. Okay, we're back. My bad. Sorry. Didn't mean to hit a button, y'all. Now it's gonna look all funny. Let me see if I can get us back around right. Oh, why is it doing that little bitty view? Oh, cool. I don't know why it's doing that little bitty view. Sorry. Sorry about that roller coaster ride. I'm getting y'all closer so maybe you can see what it's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start this over, I think, with a different clay because it just, as it's drying, it's falling apart, literally. This sucks. Well, now you're sideways. What the heck? I turned it. Let's see what it does. Okay, I think that's right way up. Well, I'm getting a call. That's my husband. Hang on. Let's see where we're at now. Do I have you straight up? Sorry, didn't mean for y'all to have to hear the whole conversation. Well, let's try turning you one more time. This is going to be a really cool idea, I think, but I think this clay from Dollar Tree sucks. Yeah, that's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. So he's getting us some more clay. Let's play with the embossing stuff until he gets here. I'm throwing this stuff away. Oh, I know y'all don't want to start over, but we're going to have to start over. I have to wash our little eyeball off so it looks better. I gotta wash my hands before I can even do any of this mess. Look, I need a new paper towel. Who is the fourth person here? I don't know. What's up, y'all? We're gonna do this. We gotta get some air dry clay that is not falling apart. Do not buy the air dry clay from the Dollar Tree. It does not work well. Oh, every time I take some off, I'm putting more on with my fingers. Okay, there that is. Fine on its own. Okay, wiping my fingers off. It was sunny all day now. Oh, girl, we ain't done trying. We gonna do it. The wind's starting to pick up. Oh, it's gonna be nice and stormy. I love a good stormy night. Eh, look at this mess. Ah, maybe the next one won't be all nastified. Clean off my tools so they don't get contaminating stuff. This little thing is a sharp little knife, and there's a lot of them in there. In that little kit. I did good saving that. Okay, trash for that. Now I have some of those hearts that I got the other day. Let's do those. Let's do something with those because they can't stay just wood looking. Oh, I gotta find where to stick them. There they are. So we got those things. And I need a piece of paper or something. Here we go. We'll use this stuff. This waxy stuff. I want one of them little... Girl, this is not even a sculpting kit. This was a wood carving kit that I saved from my daughter throwing it in the trash. But look at all these things. Got this one that cuts little curves. And this one does another kind of cut. I would like to have a regular sculpting kit, but I didn't know if I'd even like doing this. But I do. It's fun to play with. And I like the outcome. So yeah, that's kind of a fun little save from the trash can thing. Oh, we're sideways, y'all. You're going for a ride until I get you straight again. Oh, I think that is actually straight. Yeah. Okay. It's straight, but it's doing that weird where it cuts off half the screen parts on the edges. I don't know. Yeah, the handles do look kind of like hot dogs. They're kind of funny looking, aren't they? Okay. Drop them out. Drop them out. Come on. Here we go. We got one of that one of that one, and one of that one. So we got to open this little embossing stuff. Here's my seam ripper. Best tool ever in a craft room and sewing room. Okay. Whoa. So let's just push it down on it. Yeah, that's what we did. Oop, it made marks on my note, my little pad. Is it supposed to do that? Let's do the... Which one do y'all want to do? Silver tinsel, maybe? Or metallic silver? Which one do y'all want to do? Did you tap your phone like you'd hope? Well, I'm tapping it, but the thing ain't doing nothing. But really what I was telling you that day was to turn your phone. But it's not helping it to turn it. I don't know, it's just being stupid. Just being stupid. I ain't got time to play with it, so I'm turning you back straight, and we'll just deal with it for this video. Okay. Just regular silver? Okay. Regular silver it is. This is Moxie embossing powder. I bought a few different brands. So I think I just sprinkle this on there. Tap it off. Sprinkle this back into its little hole. Do I need one of them little tray things? Because I sure am going to make a mess. You do have to tap it on your table to get full screen every time? That's weird. Okay, I'm putting the heat gun to it. Y'all can't even see it, can you? Stupid phone. Oh, it's going to look bright silver. Look how fun. Ah, it looks like molten metal. Oh my gosh. No wonder y'all are so addicted to this stuff. Look at the difference. looks like a piece of molted metal now. That's fun. What color do we want to do now? Let's do a different one. Let's try that hammered stuff. It's by Mixed Media Powder. Hammered is all it says. Ranger. It's by Ranger. Okay, let's tap this one in. I'm going to have a heart-shaped little ink pad. Uh-oh, it's got a little plastic on it, I think. Yeah, girl, that was bright, wasn't it? I'm surprised. You know, y'all are not as far away from my table as it looks like on this screen. Let me get you closer. Oh, there's like little pieces of stuff in here. Weird. It's chunky. Do you see that? It's got like little bits of stuff. Why would it have bits of stuff? You can't melt those plasticky bits and pieces. Uh-oh. I waxed it together. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's weird. It has those little bits and things. Okay, you should be close enough to see it now. Well, that one is pretty, but it doesn't show as much. It does if you catch it with the light, right? It'll show you that little glimmer of metal. Okay, but I am serious now. Why does this stuff have chunky little bits of pieces in it? Do y'all have any clue? Yeah, I'm gonna get a piece of copy paper. Let me grab one. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, what color are we gonna do now? You wanna do purple? Opaque purple? Sure, Stephanie, that's what we want to do. Sure. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. I have a feeling. Okay, here we go. Well, that's pretty. I missed a little corner there, didn't I? But it's pretty. Very nice color. I know I missed a spot. I know. It'll be okay, though. Should I do it now? I don't know how this stuff works. Yeah, I touched it to the corner, so let's put some stuff on it. Okay. Get rid of our extras. Ah! I dropped it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay, let's cook it. Oh. Well, this place, Dina, their powders were like $4 and $5, something like that. It was a crafty something. Create for less. Took a while to get it, but it was a lot less. That's pretty. That looks really nice. Let's do gold. This gold. It is called jeweled gold. Oh, I poured a lot out that time. It's so pretty and sparkly. Has glitter in it, y'all. I'm glad you can reuse this stuff because we would use a buttload of it. Okay, let's cook it. It's pretty. This one, the cardboard like tried to separate on the end. That's weird. But it's pretty. It's not as pretty as the silver was. The silver was like ooh la la, and this is like, hello. Hey, Bella. What's up, Miss Katie? Let's try another color. What color do y'all pick now? Mm, let's do this opaque rose. See what it does. What you up to, Miss Katie? Oh, okay, good to know. Check out this opaque rose. How pretty is it? It's like a really pale, pale pink. Really nice. Let's see. Let's do copper tinsel. It is by Ranger as well. 7:30 a.m. Wow. Horrid weather outside. Wow. Thank you, Miss Katie. This one is copper tinsel that we're fixing to do. I've never had embossing stuff before, Katie, so this is all new for me. It's kind of a quick and easy way to grunge something up with the right colors, you know? Okay, copper tinsel. Let's cook it. Okay, it's nice. It has a nice shine to it. When you turn it to the side, you can really see the metallic. Very nice. Let's open the other pack and do another color. We're still waiting on my husband to get back, Katie, with some air dry clay. We were working on a centerpiece for the steampunk journal, and the air dry clay that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree would not stay together. It kept breaking apart even after I added some water to it. So we're gonna we're gonna try again with a better grade of air dry clay. Silver tinsel. Let's try it. Well, if I can get my seam ripper to, it got that little thing right on the edge of the bottle, and it doesn't want to catch it. There we go. I caught it. Yeah, it is a blast, girl. I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, let's stamp our little thingamadeal here. What we're doing, we're making an we're taking this dragon's eye that I bought. We're making a lower and upper eyelid, and we're wrapping octopus tentacles, weaving in and out around it with the clay. So that's what we're doing. But we got to have the right clay, because that clay did not work at all. I love steampunk. My husband and I have loved it for a few years now. We have a little store here that has like a place they call Steampunk Alley, and it has all kind of really cool old steampunk stuff. That's where I got my actual my Clio, my vintage sewing machine that's in the front entry. That's her name is Clio. She is so pretty. She works. Hey, cooking it. Oh, you see it changing? It's so pretty. Oh, so nice. That's gorgeous. Yeah, it's inside of a secondhand shop. They have an entire area that they've dedicated to all steampunk stuff. Y'all, look how gorgeous that turned out to be. So fun. What colors have we not done? We haven't done the embossing glaze in vintage photo. I think that's the only one we have not done, right? So let's do it, and we will have done all of the colors. When we finish this, Miss Katie, I'll show you where my journal cover is at the moment, where we're up to. Oh, that little plastic piece. I know I should, shouldn't I? Haven't even thought of that. This looks so dark for vintage photo. Okay, cooking it. This is the embossing glaze. Hey, you can't tell much of difference from the wood to the vintage photo because it's so old, but it does have like these little splotchy places in it, and it makes it look a little older than just the wood and stuff, and it's really shining. Okay, let me show you all of them we've done now. We did one of every color that I bought. Look, they're so pretty. Yes, that was the glaze, the vintage photo glaze. I know, I think the rusty hinge would be awesome. I didn't see it on their site. We still got 4 more of those hearts to play with sometime. Not right now, though. We got things to do. Things to do. But these are going to be cool on something. I like them. Where am I going to stick them? I have made such a mess in this room. There is like stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Seriously, everywhere. Okay, let me get rid of this. Oh, my trash can is getting full in here again. I need some baby wipes. Thank you, Vanessa. Tattered rose and salvage patina. I bet that tattered rose is amazing. I have got glitter all over this mat. That's one thing about this glass mat is you can see everything. It's good and it's bad. It's good so you can get it cleaned up, but it's bad because then everybody else sees it too. Wiped our dragon's eye off good there. Okay, Miss Katie, I'm gonna raise you up a little bit so I can show you. This is the front and back of the steampunk journal so far. We wire wrapped these 2 ends earlier today in this live because there were no crimps or anything that were the size I needed to get that. And so what we're making is the dragon's eye that's going to have those lids and those octopus tentacles wrapped around it that will go right here. That's what our plan is. And see, I had bought this one originally because it had everything that I wanted except for the eyelids, but I didn't realize how small it was, and it is way, way too small to go on that little spot. But I do have a backup plan if for some reason our little clay expedition fails. I do have a backup. I have an owl that is this same bronzy kind of color stuff that fits there perfectly. But I really want this dragon's eye, so I'm really hoping for it. This is the inside so far. So I'm not, my dilemma that I have yet with the inside, thank you, Miss Katie, is that screen is going to drive me insane that it is not full screen. I don't understand that. Is there a button I can push? No. Oh, that's just nuts. Okay. Anyway, back to this. These are kind of bumpy up. So I have made, let me get the other pieces so I can show you. Because originally I didn't think I was going to need another set for the inside, but I got to thinking about it, and when I put the papers in there, it's got to sew through something. So I made this little piece to go on there, but I made it the same size as the spine. And it's not going to adhere down because of these. So I'm going to have to cut this short so it's small enough to fit between those so that when I adhere it, it will adhere right, I think. And I made these for the side panels the same size as the ones that are there, which again, I'm going to have the same problem. So I'm going to have to cut them shorter so that they fit. But I bought this fabric a while back for a steampunk journal, and I was going to put it as the part that connects the two. So those, what you call it, will, the leather straps will be covered, but because they're so bumpy, it will make a difference. So I am going to have to cut those pieces down. And this, I had planned on using it with the printed side out so you could see it through these crisscrosses, but when it's like that, you can't really see anything between them. So I'm going to do it with the pattern side up this way so that when the pieces are on there, you'll be able to see a little bit of the pattern between those as it is. Does that make sense? Do y'all think that sounds like it'll work right? Am I thinking wrong? So these are kind of like faux insides that I'm going to have to cover up these pretty ones that I did with because I have to have some way of putting in the papers. I mean, technically, I probably could just do the papers directly to this, but I've already put the leather on there, and so I can't punch holes directly through the leather to be the small holes that we usually sew with, right? So that's why I think we need the faux spine. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about now, and this is just the back of it. But I love the little wire wrapped around the leather. I think that added a lot, especially the two colors mixed. That did really good with it. So it's coming along. It's coming along quite good. I can cut these off now so they match. Let me get my little handy dandy scissors out. There we go. That's those. And need to cut these off just a little bit. There we go. Now they're even. Okay. So I was thinking, if my husband ever gets back soon enough, I'm just kind of loosening these a little bit because they're kind of tied up on that. Thank you, Zena. I loved the fabric too. I found it at Walmart and they had put it on clearance. So I got it for like $4 for this big chunk of it. I think I bought just a yard. But $4 for a yard is pretty good, right? And I have another steampunk journal that I'll be doing in the future, so I got plenty for that too. Oh, Katie, I meant to show you. These are the beads that we did on the last live. Well, not the last live, the time before that. The silver and the gold wood beads that marbled. They turned out really pretty. I was impressed how easy they were to make, you know. So I have a question for y'all. I'm thinking about making a tassel for this, but I couldn't decide if a tassel would be too much for this or not. So I made three new tassels for the Etsy shop. So I'll show you those, and then I'll hold the um aged looking one up next to it, and y'all can tell me what you think, okay? Okay. So this is the blue one that I did, and it has a Jesus fish pendant, an angel wing, and an angel on it. Then I did a purple one with all these funky beads that I got, a purple and black one, and purple, black, and silver. And I put a number on there, a top hat, and a key. And I thought that was so fun. So that's the purple one. And then here is the aged one that I did. It has an actual little journal on it, and it opens and has paper inside it. And I think that's so cute. And then it has a key down here on the bottom. But I was thinking something in this color range, but maybe with the clocks and stuff hanging from it, and then just hang it from the leather loop up here at the top. What do y'all think? Do you think that'd be too much or what? Let me get it hooked on there. So it would hang kind of like that. Should I make one for it, or should I just leave it without one? Is it too much or not too much? I know, Katie. I know. I question myself all of the time. This has some really neat beads on it. These little long bar looking ones is actually coconut shells. That's pretty cool. I love that. So those are the three new ones that I'm going to put up in the Etsy shop that I made the other day. And so everybody votes yes, we need a a tassel with it, right? I have lots of little pieces left from like where I got the stuff for the top. Let me show you those. And I had bought this other piece as a backup, but when it came in, it was too small. So it could be the start of my tassel, I think. And it's this octopus on a clip with a keychain. So I'm thinking I could put it off with maybe with that. And then I have all of these pieces. I know I love tassels too. So many pieces that I could play with. Like there's all the little clock hands that go on the clocks. There's a clock, a geared up piece, another clock, a playing card, another one of the little journals, but and it has real paper in it, but this one doesn't open. And a clock there. Oh, this is the owl that I have for backup in case our eyeball doesn't work. You can use an aged bulldog clip to attach it. So, oh, yes, that's a good idea. So there's the owl. That's our backup if our other piece doesn't work. So it's doable. It's workable. Then we have a little corset charm, a couple of more clocks, a lot of more clocks. That has the little white rabbit on it from Alice in Wonderland. Have a bug, a butterfly with gears, the shell of a clock, another clock, and some goggles with lots of these little pieces to glue on them, the clocks. What do y'all think? Y'all think we should use some of those pieces and make a tassel? I think that'd be cute. I was showing it to my mama duck, and she was afraid I was getting too much. That's why I got to questioning if I was putting too much in it or not. I don't think it's too much either, though. I think it should always be a lot. Mm, there's our little one we're playing with. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Well, my husband still is not back, y'all. What do y'all want to do while we're waiting on him? Katie, the eyeball I got from a store on Amazon, but the only way you could buy them was to buy like this whole pack of different kinds of eyeballs. So now I have all these eyeballs to play with. Lots of good choices, right? This looks like an alligator eyeball right here. These look like a lizard eyeball somehow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, so the papers I'm going to use inside, I'd like to get some coffee dyed paper. I don't want to do it myself though this time. I'm tired of doing it. That's bad, isn't it? But we just did those jelly prints, so I'll use some of those. And I showed those at the beginning, but I'll run through them real quick. These are the little time cards that I did that has little gears on some of it. And this one I don't like very much, so I probably won't use it, but the rest of them are okay. This one I'm okay with this side, but I do not like that side, so I'll have to redo it. Then I did some envelopes, and they turned out okay. This one has the gears on it. I like how it turned out. This one's just kind of a mottled mess, but I like it. Something fun to do with it, maybe. Then I did some book pages, and this one has the gears on it. I think it turned out pretty cool. Thanks, Miss Katie. This is another book page. It's more color to it, so you don't see the words as much, but you can still see them. Then there's this one. You can see the words through it some, more on the back side, but I really like the way the colors turned out on it. These are the waxy butcher paper that I had. I did a couple of pages of that to see what it would do. And they're okay. I like the different feel of the paper. And surprisingly enough, it took more color on the waxy side than it did on the non-waxy side. That surprised me. So there's the last one of those that I did. Not like over the hill, over the top about them, but they're okay. So then I did this one. This is the side that I like because I love the striations that run down up and down it. I think that's pretty. Then we have this one. I love the way this turned out. Adding that color in there. This one, I'm not over the top about it, but it's there. This one I like because when you fold it in half, you're going to see that darker edge down the middle and on the bottom. This one turned out really cool. And it's pretty good on the back too. Some of these like this, I'm going to have to redo and do the backs because I didn't do them. But this side turned out really cool and grungy goodness. I hope I'm showing those to you with the screen being all miniature. I don't know how to make sure I get this one. I don't really care for, but it is a mess. So we'll see. Then we have this one. It's a good color. Turned out to be an interesting color mix. And then I have this graph paper that shows the gears, but shows a lot of the white in the background. I don't know how much I love that, but it's there. This side I like better. This is an invoice from contractor's invoice that I've redone. I like the different colors that came out on this one, all the different layers and levels that it has. That turned out fun. And then I like this side too. I think it turned out really good. Another one of those invoice sheets. It's just a totally different feeling of paper. Invoice. This is graph paper again. Still love those colors though. Like the coloring on this one. This one I actually used that scribble paper that you get at the Dollar Tree in a pad. And I really like how the paper feels after it's got the paint on it. So I'll definitely be using that again. This one is just a hot mess. This one has some gears. This one, I don't really like. It looks like it's kind of swiped and blurred. I don't really like that look. But that's how it turned out. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. This one's okay. I like this one pretty cool. This is ledger paper that turned out. And this one, I think is kind of interesting with the splotches, the way that everything laid. And this one's just a lot of gold. But this one turned out really pretty and has so much sparkle to it. Okay, both sides are really sparkly. This one I don't really like. That's just there. But this one is kind of fun. It looks kind of like wood planks, I think, which is interesting how that turned out. But this has some really nice depth in the colors, which was fun. Don't really like that one. This one I liked okay, but it got stuck to another paper. What's squishy? I don't understand.
It just tastes squishy like Play-Doh.
Oh, that don't work. Okay. Thank you, honey. Okay, so that's just the jelly print stuff that we did the other day. And then these are the papers that I'm going to use from the Digi kits. I have cut everything up and inked it. So I left a couple of these in different directions for it to be belly bands or tucks in there. But it has some of the coolest little ephemera pieces and tons of journaling cards. Oh my gosh, the journaling cards are forever. And I did cut all of these by hand, y'all. Y'all will be so proud of me. I did all of them myself by hand. It has a lot of these little baby folders in it that was in the kit. These are mostly pink monarch prints, but some are that Victoria designs. I think I'm saying that right. And so, Katie, all these did was make me want to play with your file folder kit. So I'm going to end up having to get that because I just think that's going to be fun. These, they're all different page tabs, different shapes and designs of page tabs, which I thought was really cool and something fun to use, especially on like your journal cards and stuff to kind of give you something to pull them in and out with. But there are tons of these with the old labels and stamps and stuff like that. So we're doing all of those. Lots of good tags, tickets. Of these that prints and handcuffs. Thank you. Proud. I love those two little people. Love. So they didn't have stamps, different ones of it. And here's the other direction that I left these to go up on the full page. The file folder is definitely fun. It looks like it's going to be a blast. I can't really wait. Lots of little baby tags, good for clusters and stuff. And these, tons of these kind of tags. This one was a tag like that, but I didn't like the way the top looked with it, so I just cut it off. These are going to be okay. I'll just cut it off. But these are some more little journaling card pieces. More file folders. This was a journaling card that they had long cards, and I just left two of them together and made them like a long thing, and I'm going to put papers in it, so it'll be like a little notepad. And then we had these kind of pockets in there. What's up with the screen? Why is it doing that? Is yours doing that? Oh, wow. That was weird. Was that just me and Jen? That was weird. Here's some of these, more of these tags and stuff. They're everywhere, guys. They had the cutest little word tags, though. They have heavenly, real, fabulous, genuine, grace, journal, luminous, authentic, divine, imagine, stronger, glorious, miraculous, wonder, certain. I love those words. Those are all great words. And then it has the same tags, but with no words on them, so you can do whatever you wanted to on that. So I thought that was cool. Here are those long journaling cards. There are lots of good ones. And once I get past those, if I ever do, there's a lot of them. Okay. Then I bought this packet of these little envelopes. It was a digital file, but they're so cute, and I just inked up the insides. I just printed them on regular copy paper, so they weren't very bulky. But I just think they're so cute, and they're going to look so good in there. They're so grungy. Love those things. Then the other kit had some pockets in it. It had these in there, and I've got to trim that edge, it looks like, because it's going over too far. And here's a couple of more pockets. They have journaling lines on it or not, whatever you want to do. And it had all of these borders that you can use to put in it with all of the little metal rivets and stuff. And then it had stripies. So I love those. That gives me a lot to play with borders. Then here's the papers. I took the edge of these papers and I used one of those little, those little scissors that Mama got me at the yard sale. I used one of those. The one that looked like torn up lines, kind of like this. Um, and so I did that around the edges when I was taking off the white edge anyway, and then I inked that. This one I didn't do on a double-sided, so those I'll use for like clusters and that kind of stuff. I have a few of those. This one I did double-sided, but I love that tattered look on those edges. This one, he's back mowing again, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Very pretty, right? nice and grungy goodness. I love how all this looks like old worn wallpaper or something. So these are what I'm using on the inside, along with some coffee paper and some jelly prints. But I will probably tatter those edges too, just because I love it. Now, this is one I didn't double side. I didn't double side this, but I printed it on a cardstock so I'd have a stronger background for some clusters. I did a few of those. This is one I did that way. And this is one I did that way. Then I did, these are different. One side has the printed journal-y looking page, and the other side has just like a, I don't know, just models of color. Really pretty. This one I just did one-sided, so I'll use that for clusters or whatever, or journal spots. Same thing with this one, journaly spots. This one I did double-sided. I love how it has like the numbers and stuff down the side, and then in the two journal sections. Printed another one of that on the back. This one is kind of cool because it breaks it up into smaller sections here. And this side, I love how it drops them into 3 sections on one side and one big side. That's really cool. Vanessa, it's 2 kits from Pink Monarch Prints, and one I think is from Victoria Designs. I think that's what you call it. But this one has the same where it's split up into 3, but they're all 3 even, which is a nice different play on it. But it pulls in some color where without that, I think it would be lacking color. And it's kind of nice to see steampunk with a little bit of color. And this one has it in multiple little phases, but still a journaling section. And one last page. And this one I actually ended up printing wrong right there, so I just cut it kind of curved. And I haven't decided if I'm actually going to use that as a page or if I'm just going to cut it up and use it as clustery kind of stuff. But I thought it was kind of cute looking with the little cutout. So that's all the pages I'm going to use, guys. That's what I plan on. And unfortunately, my husband went to Walmart to get clay, and they only had oven-baked clay and like Play-Doh that didn't ever get hard. So we're not going to be able to continue with our clay project. I'm going to have to order some online, and then we will do another video putting it together. Okay? Yeah, it's going to be a little chunky monkey, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice. So I guess that's it for this live, you guys. Because I have to order that so we can get that right, because that clay was just horrid and wasn't working. But I look forward to seeing you guys on some videos soon. And I did put up the new section of Proverbs today, so that's online for you. So I hope you'll check it out. And I hope you guys at least had some fun during this live. I did. I had fun, even though it was nasty clay. I had fun with it. I did learn that I like playing with it, so that's cool. Hugs back at you. You guys have fun, and we'll talk to you later, okay? Much love. Bye.